Alright guys, welcome back again on my YouTube channel. So if I've been following me very closely, if I've been watching all my analysis, you would agree with me that this trade I have been on for a couple of days now. I have been on USDCAD and USDCHF. So I have some couple of trade that I want to analyze. I have some juicy trade. I have trade set up on Euro USD, GBPUSD, NZDUSD, EURGBP. So I have some amazing setup for you guys. But before I will dive into those analysis, I want us to first of all let's look at the DSY. Let's check what's happening on the DSY. What's wrong with the network? Alright, here is the DSY. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Network is not that strong today. This network is really slow. Alright, here is the weekly time frame on the DSY. So you guys know previously I have been calling this particular pair. At a point I was bearish until the market shifted structure, then I turned bullish. Now recently I told you guys that if this level can hold us very well, that we are going to see some push to the upside, and that push has really happened. And we now see this retracement that happened here. The dollar came back to retrace. Oh, this network was happening. All right, so you guys can see how this market is really arranging itself. There is a level here, the market came back, retraced this level, but before then it first broke out from this level, came back to it, and you guys know what's going to happen next. So we are going to see some push to the upside. All right, so previously I have been calling this pair bullish around this area after we break this previous structure, because this was a bearish structure. We broke above it, came back to it. So I told you that we are going to break above that, we are bullish. Not only have we came and break above here, there was also a strong level that is around this area. You guys can see this is a very strong level. When the market touched her, it turned to support. You see, I can see it turned to a support here. It came here, resistance, support, sorry, resistance. Now the market is using it as a support. So if this level can hold very well, the next level target for the dollar index will be maybe 100 point. Let's say it will be around number, a psychological level around this area. The market will come and hit it. That's around this previous level. Let me put it. So the next level target for the dollar index should be around this area. So on the dollar index I am bullish. Last week I closed out all my trade on the USD card, so I have been holding some of my trade. I have closed 80% of it last 2 weeks. So last week I just closed the remaining trades. So this the trade I took last 2 weeks, and it came and hit my overall take profit that I posted in my Telegram channel was here. Let me go to a lower time frame, 2 hours, so you guys can see. So when I posted this trade, it was 1:2.5. So it came, you guys can see this, it came around this area, consolidated before it now hit our full take profit. But when this market hit the take profit, I took out 80% of my profit and I held the 20% up to this level. You can go back to my Telegram channel and see all this I'm talking about. This is where I close out all my trade, remaining trade that I was on. Now I don't know, the next thing, I'm still bullish on the USD card. I'm still bullish as long as we can come back to this level. I want us to dip more further inside this level. Then if the market gave us a chart pattern, we can be able to trade it from there. I know that here is another level to like this market. For now, I have made money from this market, so I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to allow it to just do it before I can be able to analyze it again. But if we can come back to this level, we'll still look for opportunity. So for now, I will move it, let's say, to the bottom of my list for now. So my top trade for this week is, number one is Euro USD. Yes, Euro USD is one of the trade that I'm looking at this week to trade. So I can see how the market is giving us these patterns. So previously the market was bullish. You guys can see, let me just draw this simple line. You guys can see it was bullish, and at a point we came and break below these previous higher lows. Not only did we break below it, we came back and retest to the level. I'll call USD Euro USD short previously. That was last week, but I couldn't enter this trade because I was already on USDCAD and USDJPY. But I know some of you entered this trade. Now this is another opportunity that I have been set up for us now to catch. The Euro USD has come again and break below this level. Not only breaking below it, it came and retest back to this level. And now you guys can see this bearish candle the market closed with on Friday, because I don't know, there was a news. I don't know what really happened because I didn't trade that much on Friday. So this market closed like this with a bearish engulfing candle. It was not that fully engulfing, but at least it was a very full candle that we are seeing here, and it closed below this level. You can see this is a very strong level here. It had held so many times, so it's a very strong level. The market came and closed below it. So on a 4 hours time frame, you can see the big retracement that happened here. So we'll have to wait for the market to react to this level. I believe that is going to react to this level, and we are going to see a chart pattern here. So I want you to stay active on my Telegram channel. This is where I'm going to drop this trade. But for now, I haven't seen anything that will make me to enter. We'll still wait for a more confirmation around this area, around this zone. So the next on my list is GBPUSD. So GBPUSD is one of the trade that is very cooked, very ripe for us to enter it, but yet I'm still going to wait for extra confirmation. I'm not going to just jump inside the trade. You guys can see we are in a bearish bearish downside here. The market is descending very good break. You see, now the market came and break this level, came back, retest it, break below it, came back again and touch this level for the second touch on this level now. So right now this is a very strong level. You guys can see this level has touched so many times, and anytime the market is below this level is always selling, and this is a second touch, and I still believe that it's still going to sell. So this is the daily time frame, and we are bearish on the daily time frame. You guys can see technically we are bearish. Now I want it to have that push to the downside. If I bring this thing out, you guys can see we are bearish on the daily time frame. Now scale it down to the 4 hours time frame, you can see what is really happening here. You guys can spot some minor level that is around this area. The market is trying to fulfill all those levels here. So I'm going to wait for maybe the market might give us a head and shoulder pattern. I don't know, just hoping it give us that head and shoulder pattern, and I can be able to but either ways I'll still be watching this market. I'll go down to the lower time frames. I can see the market has even break below this minor support level turning to the resistance level. So I'm gonna wait for a full candle close or some manipulation around this area before I could be able to enter for the sell. So now my number one trade for this week is GBPUSD because it's 80% cooked. So I'm just going to wait for extra confirmation to enter this pen. Alright, next on my list is NZDUSD. So NZDUSD, I called it short from around this area, but we couldn't find any entries, so I just let it slide and focus on my current trade that I was trading at that moment. So now the market has been presenting itself again, but I don't like how the daily candle is presenting. I don't like this candle that closed here, this daily candle. This is a evening star. You can see this is a pin back, or we can see the hanging man pin back. So I don't like how the candles are closing. So on the daily time frame is not encouraging, but on the 4 hours time frame, you guys can see the only way I can enter this market is for us to break below here, come back here again. That's the only way I can enter it. So you guys have to stay really active on my Telegram channel. I'm going to drop all this trade over there, so I will wait patiently. I don't like how this market is for me, maybe trying to push to the upside. Who knows? This was the previous now, you see, and the market is behaving. Maybe from here it might push up, or might use this as a head and shoulder, and we might come here and do that same thing here. So for now, I'm still monitoring this trade. This thing might be a potential head and shoulder pattern. We are forming around that area, so I won't be in a rush. So I'll just wait for it to patiently break below it, below this neckline. Let the market just break below the neckline, retest back to it, and give us that confirmation signal. Next on my list is EURGBP. Yep, EURGBP. This one is one of the nicest trade I'm going to enter this week with the GBPUSD. If it presents, so anyone that presents itself first is the one I'm going to enter. Whether EURUSD, GBPUSD, or EURGBP, anyone that presents itself first is the one I'm going to enter. So let's analyze this thing together. Let me just remove all these things. Let's analyze it together. Firstly, let's go to the monthly time frame. Yeah, you guys can see the monthly time frame. This is the area of resistance. I can see the market has been resisting from this level. This was the first touch. You see, if you look at your left, you will see so many touches around this level. So it's not a new thing. Before I do my analysis, I first go to a higher time frame and check what's really happening over there. And as what I can see, we are on a monthly resistance level. Finish. And the market is just bleeding down. You guys can see this, how the market is rejecting up from this level. This was a first touch, second, third. For this, just a fifth touch on this particular level, and it has been resisting from that level. Now on the weekly time frame, you guys can see that the market came and gave us a lower high. This was a previous high. You see what's really happening here? This was a higher high, and it fails to create a new higher high here, and it gave us a lower high to show that that level is holding so strong and the market is getting weak, and the market doesn't want to buy again into that level, so it's very, very weak. Now for what I can see, you guys see all this weekly bearish candle close that is happening around this area, that the weekly is getting off from that level. Then go to the daily time frame. Let's see the picture very well. Now the daily time frame, you guys can see the picture is printing for us. The daily time frame was bullish at this point. Let me bring out this mic too. I can see we are bullish on the daily time frame until we shifted. Boom. So we are currently in this level. And you guys know how we normally check if the market have shifted structure. This was the previous higher high and the recent higher high. So the market came back and gave us a new higher lows and failed to give us a new higher high and started to create a lower high. If I shift this thing, let's go to 4 hour time for you guys can see what I'm showing you very clear. Now the market has shifted structure. It fails to give us a new higher high and it just gave us a new lower high, lower low, lower high. So we are currently in this level right here. Let me remove this. I have made my point. So for us to enter this market, I want for the market to come and break below this level. So I bring out my tool, counter trend line. Let's use this as our counter trend line. So if the market wants to continue to the downside, I would love for it to break below here, come back to this level, then I'll be looking for a sell entry around this particular level. So on EURGBP, I am bearish, 80% bearish on this, as long as we break below it. But you know, this market might decide to change. This level might decide to hold it so strong. I might see some push to the upside, but as long as we can break below this level, I'll be 100% or 99% bearish. But for now, I'm 80% bearish based on the price action structure I'm seeing around here, based on my technicals. So if can break this level, then we'll be bearish. I want you guys to also click the link in my description, join my Telegram channel. That is where I will be dropping all this setup. So next is USDCHF. I don't have much trade on USDCHF. Where I can see we are on this trade previously, and I took out my first take profit around this area. You can go to my Telegram channel and still check it. Then along the line, I was still holding some position. I took out some position around this area, moved all my stops to break even. So the market came back, hit our break even. Although my final TP was around this area, but I have made a lot of money from this market before it even hit break even. So it wasn't a loss. It was a very big win for us. Then last week, we entered a buy on EURGBP, but the market didn't go as planned. So I saw this market, the market was around this level, so I was monitoring it. I was looking for a liquidity. Okay, yeah, it was around this level and it closed with this 4-hour candle, and it have touched to this level for the first time. So this is the second time. I said okay, that maybe we are about to go to the upside. So I entered the trade around this area. They close. I entered around this area. My first TP here, second TP here. Then the market didn't move that much, just moved little in profit. Then boom, hit our stop loss, and I was waiting for a new confirmation to enter a new trade. So this week, I'll wait for the market to break above this level. Since it's showing us a push to the upside, wait for it to break above this level. Maybe come back here again. Maybe this now be a potential head and shoulder pattern. You guys can see this will be the left shoulder. This will be the head. See, right shoulder. Boom. So I'm waiting for the market to do something like this. It's either it will reach here, maybe it might reach here and decided to fall. So I don't know what this market is going to do, but whatever thing it chooses to do, I'm still going to follow it. So let's wait. So USDCAD, I have analyzed this thing. So on my list, my top trade for this week is GBP USD, Euro GBP, Euro USD, NZDUSD. So this is currently the trade I'm looking at for the week now. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you. I want you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also follow me and watch to the end. Thank you for watching to the end. I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace out.